opinionated on something that they're passionate about. It just comes with the human being territory. However, it's just I'm not going to be opinionated on things that don't actually resonate with me. I care what people think in the sense of not toward me, but like if something that I say is going to bother somebody in the sense that rubs them the wrong way, I am going to take the steps to ensure that individual that it's not coming from a place of hatred. And it's also not coming from a place of disrespect. It's, you know, I just don't want someone to come in here and feel like I'm bashing them for something or dragging them for something or purposely being disrespectful to them in any way, because that's not my intention. And on that note, that's basically it. Like, I just have empathy for you. I don't know who you are in the sense of like, I don't know what you're going through behind the screen. You know, you can see me sitting here talking to you, but I have no idea what's happening for you on the other end. All I know and can go off of is text, which that's not going to give me context to emotion because I've never met you or spoke to you in person, so I don't know how you would say these things in a normal everyday sentence. So like, when I reiterate, it's just because there's a chance that in that writing someone may feel a way that you yourself may not, but the other individual that was in here most definitely did. So that is why I reiterated as much as I did, because it wasn't so much for you. And if I did hurt your feelings, or I do hurt your feelings, I want you to know that it's not intentional, and I am very sorry if I ever do, because that's not what I'm attempting to do. However, if it's a personal belief of mine that wakes me up every day in the morning and that hurts you, then I'm sorry, we just don't see eye to eye on that situation then. But doesn't mean I dislike you as a person. What else am I supposed to do? That's the thing that I don't get, is like, when you come on here in a live, is the point of a live not to have an in-person interaction, a conversation? I can say something, you can respond to me. Is that not the point of a live? Like, what do you want me to do? Sit here and like blank my eyelashes and stay silent for 2 hours? Boring. Like, I can't do that. And thank you. And that's kind of how I feel too, Adam. It's like, a lot of people come in and be like, oh, and thank you, Bob. If you're still here. Thank you, Showcat. Thank you. If you're also still here too, I hope so. Like, I really hope you didn't just like jump ship after that. Please don't leave. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Bob. You're still here. Good. Okay. Because I didn't want you to go because I saw that you gifted, but I was explaining, and I didn't want to like stop explaining halfway through, so I wanted to thank you after. So I'm really sorry. You probably wouldn't care. And that's the thing, is like, I don't care in the sense that like, if I'm not your cup of tea, that's fine. I prefer coffee. You know, like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't like me, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, in the sense of like, if you're cool with it though, and like, you don't mind it, great. You can stay as long as you want. Like, I'm not kicking you out, and I'm also not telling you to leave. It's, you know, if that's your opinion and that's how you feel, great, but there are remedies that you can do for your opinion in that situation that doesn't have to involve telling me something that you think is a lesser quality of mine when I've never had a problem with it. We're like, I enjoy it. We can be friends. And thank you. It's, but yeah, it's just, if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you, and I don't expect you to have to stay through something that you don't want to be a part of. Where like, if you don't resonate with me, I'm not gonna lose sleep. Oh, thank you for becoming a fan. No, I didn't think you were going through it. Oh, you mean like you would drink? Oh. Like, are we talking like you would drink like usually when someone says they drink, it's not referring to like coffee, tea, milk, like a hot chocolate. I want tattoos, but I've explained to my viewers before that I just can't pick a small enough tattoo that I want on my body for the rest of my life to know what it feels like. So until I can think of something little, minor, or small, just so I can know what it feels like, I'm gonna get them. Like, you're not gonna stop me. I have like 4 pieces that I want so bad, but I know that I can't commit to a 6 to 8 hour tattoo if I don't know what it feels like. Like, that's just stupid. And that's the thing, is like, that's your opinion, but it's not half of the women who have them, it's not the men who have them, and it's not my opinion either. Where like, if you don't think it's attractive, I'm not gonna reevaluate my whole body for one individual's opinion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and thank you for becoming a fan. Sorry, I gotta go back through and do the scroll. Give me a second. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm doing good. How are you? I love both coffee and tea too, Mike. It's great. Thank you for becoming a fan. And welcome, welcome if you came through the hourly. Welcome, welcome if you're coming by. I'm sorry, I just gotta go up to the person. I don't know if you're still in here. I doubt that, but I don't do private, so I'm not going to do one. And I think, Adam, the last thing you said is, oh, okay, we already discussed that. Okay. And then we're back to the top. All right. Now I'm gonna have to do it down here too. Thank you for becoming a fan. Thank you. Sorry, again, like, I have to scroll back through from what I was saying, because once I scrolled back up, then like a bunch of other things happened while I was scrolling, so I'm really sorry. And that's good, Mike. I'm happy to hear. That's a rough one. Never experienced it myself, but from what I've heard, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a fan. Thank you for becoming a fan. Mr. Secret Man. Ooh. And not everyone is easy. Okay, we're caught up. But basically, that's the moral of the tattoo. Is I don't have anything small that I want to put on my body in order to like know what it feels like. Because every piece that I want is like a giant piece. Like, I want a sternum, I want one down my thigh, but I can't do these things if I don't know what it feels like. And a little heart just sounds dumb. Like, no offense, but I do. In the same way that people dislike tattoos because they're like, that's permanent. I'm like, yeah. And with that in mind, I don't want the small item to be something dumb that I just picked off of a wall because I wanted to know what it felt like. Because I guarantee 3 days from then, I'm going to be like, I should have gotten the other one that was on the wall, you know, because I'll have a hard time picking. So I need to think of something first. But I've been told it's like a cat scratch, but it's like, I have 2 cats, so I've gone through it. It's also, I have a high pain tolerance in the sense that if something is repeatedly happening, it goes numb, where like my body will just, and that happens for most people. You can keep telling me because you think it's gonna sway me from not wanting to get them, but like, I have 7 piercings as well. They're just not all in. Needles don't bother me at all. It's not wanting to be that person that commits to doing a big piece like that, and then one, being a nuisance to the tattoo artist because you're over here like, I can't do it, and they're like, so why'd you do this then? And you're like, you know what, you're right. Because I'm pretty sure any tattoo artist too would tell you do something small before you commit to like a big piece. So my issue is just the small part right now. Like, I can't think of anything. Yeah, and you're allowed to have that, but I'm entitled to the fact that, well, at least we know I'll never be your woman, you're not gonna be my man. We don't need to argue about it. So, welcome, welcome. Oh, and thank you for becoming a fan. I noticed in between. I'm just reading in between too. I'm really sorry, everybody. Just give me 1 second. Mike, it was over 30 years, and I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. I hope you're doing better. Like, I hope your life is going better. And I hope you're feeling better. Thank you for becoming a fan. And welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, good. There we go. There we go. Go to wolf howling. That's amazing. See? Mike, I think you just gave me like a silhouette, like to do a full moon, but just have the shadow of a wolf's head in a small circle. So just so I know what it feels like, because there's not going to be a lot of shading. And if you do shade it a little bit, then at least I'll know what shading feels like too, because some of the pieces that I want are going to include shading. So I should kind of know what that feels like instead of just doing like an outline. So maybe I'll get like a tiny full moon with like, oh, is the wolf head in it? Mike, listen, this may sound creepy. Like, welcome to me being the creep. I kind of want to know what your tattoo looks like, because I'm not trying to steal your tattoo idea, but how I'm picturing it right now is like, if that's what I'm picturing, same to same, you know, like on the same wavelength, because I never thought of a wolf and a moon, but considering my whole thing is like Buffy and I love like creepy horror movies, crazy things like that, like I don't know why I never thought of that. Oh, that's amazing. Why don't I do Dracula? Like, why did I never think to just do like a vampire? But like just like if Dracula was to do like a silhouette, you know, like if he was getting like a side profile done. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think you can in like messages, but I'm not actually sure because you said it's on your shoulder, right? So like you may have to like I don't know, you don't have to. Like, I'm just being a creep. I'm just curious. I love tattoos because they're art to me. It's like an artist, instead of putting his work on a piece of paper and putting it up into a museum, he's able to create something and somehow put this on skin. And I'm like, wow, talent. So like, I appreciate it. The number I don't really give up. And hello, money businessman. Hello, Carlos. Thank you for becoming a fan. And not much, Crypto. What's going on with you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for becoming a fan, Michael. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6:24. And I would like to go. I have like a few things I need to do. I need to go do laundry and like get a few things done right now. Thank you for becoming a fan. So thank you. And on that note of that conversation, so like I feel like that just like dragged my whole thing down, which I wanted to avoid that conversation so much on here, but I knew it was going to come up at some point in time when you're sitting here talking for like 3 to 6 hours almost every day some days, well, weekends anyways, but not if I get to your family first, money businessman. And okie dokie. The hunter has become the hunted. I know, and I don't mean to, Crypto. Like, I'm just like, I'm on the graveyard shift. We're on the graveyard shift. So, my sleep schedule is so messed up right now. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I've mentioned before, I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep for the past like 2.5 months. Good night, Adam. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys again. I'll probably be back for the graveyard shift again. But it'll be like later in the day. I don't tend to do this during the day. Because I'm like usually tending to my everyday life things. And then BIGO's like at night. So I come to hang out with you guys at nighttime. But during the day, thank you, thank you, thank you. So if I do see you during the day, like just side note, if I pop into your live during the day, I would like you all to know, 1, I miss you. 2, I'm procrastinating. Like I'm supposed to be doing something, but I'm like, oh, Crypto's on. Let me hop in and see what he's doing. And I'm like, no, you dumb bitch. You know you're supposed to be doing 300 other things right now. Go do what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, but he's having a conversation. I'll try. You did not miss anything. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's just the rambling of letting you know that if I pop into you as well. Also, side note, if I pop into your lives during the day too, like I've mentioned, I'm either procrastinating or doing whatever. Or two, if I like dip halfway through, if I don't say bye, if I just leave, it's not you. I finally decided I needed to go do what I needed to do and just didn't want to be that person that's like, hey, bye everyone, bye, bye. I'm kind of like, they're not going to notice. Where like, you won't notice that I'm missing. I'm going to follow you immediately after I end the live. I follow everyone after who followed me because I can go down the list and just like, boop, boop, boop. So, and nothing much, easy. I'm actually going now. Thank you. But thank you for becoming a fan. I'm actually heading off because I'm gonna go do what I need to do, which I gotta go do some laundry, finish a few things. I'm also doing like planning a video kind of thing, so like I kind of want to get back to that. Yeah, I should be.